Are you terrible at taking care of yourself? Do you often push yourself too hard? Is life starting to take a toll on your body? Well, I'm here to tell you that if you want to feel your best and do your best, you need to take care of your body right now. But let's face it, the pursuit of health and happiness is anything but effortless, especially when we attempt to chase down all our ambitions and aspirations. In fact, it's practically normal for us to neglect ourselves more than anything else. Some of us are even completely unaware of the importance of self-care and are ultimately oblivious to the ideas and strategies to nurture ourselves. The good news is that it's not too late for you to turn things around. And it starts right here, right now, since you're about to discover the most effective self-care ideas to improve your health. 1. A healthy diet. When it comes to changing your diet, there's no need to overthink it. In fact, even simple changes will likely be very beneficial. Some changes that I personally made to my own diet and highly recommend are: Number 1, I decreased my sugar intake, starting with my beverages. Since I usually drink a cup of tea at least twice daily, I decided to use half the amount of sugar I consumed. Plus, I completely eliminated soda. Number 2, I initiated eating an extra serving of fruits, grains, or vegetables and started consuming an adequate amount of proteins. For instance, I started eating some fruits before lunch. This way, I made eating fruits a habit and avoided overeating. Next, I started replacing saturated fats, which are usually solid and from animal sources, such as pork, with unsaturated fats, which are usually liquid and from plant sources, such as peanuts. Additionally, making small substitutions such as replacing mayonnaise with mustard, butter with margarine, white rice with brown, milk chocolate with dark chocolate, and using more egg whites instead of whole eggs will likely be beneficial. Another great tip is to prepare healthy snacks beforehand. That's because if you wait until you're hungry, you'll grab the first thing you can, which will likely be unhealthy. You should consider using supplemental vitamins regularly, especially if you have dietary restrictions. However, contrary to popular belief, everyone does not need supplements. Although having a healthy weight is advisable, here's what you should always avoid: extreme dieting, excessive exercise, and unrealistic expectations. By the way, did you know that unless you are underweight, you should avoid weight increases during adulthood for the best health experience? In fact, a BMI of above 25 kilograms per meter square is associated with a higher prevalence of multiple chronic conditions, cancers, infertilities, and even shortened life expectancy. So, what exactly is BMI? BMI stands for Body Mass Index, and it is usually calculated by dividing your weight in kilograms by your height in meters square. If you hate math, there's lots of BMI calculators online. Simply insert your weight and height and you'll get your score. Although the BMI calculation is not applicable for everyone, it is useful for most of us. For adults between 18 and 65 years, a BMI that ranges from 18.5 to 24.9 represents a healthy range. More than 25 is overweight and less than 18.4 is underweight. If your BMI is more than 30, you will be classified as obese. Number 2, develop an exercise routine. Spending a lot of time inactive is almost guaranteed to affect our physical and mental health. So, how much exercise do we need? Adults need at least 150 minutes of moderate activity weekly. That's equivalent to 30 minutes 5 times per week. Of course, you need more exercise if you're trying to lose weight or have specific fitness goals. With time, this amount should increase in duration and intensity. Exercise will improve your mood, strength, and endurance. Additionally, it'll help you get a good night's sleep. Choose something enjoyable like dancing or yoga, or get an exercise buddy to increase your chances of sticking to it. Number 3, resting is not optional. For optimal health, you need about 7 to 9 hours of sleep daily. It is also recommended to stick to a sleep routine even on weekends. Also, try implementing a bedtime routine that doesn't include the use of screens, alcohol, and exercise immediately before bedtime. You should avoid planning and brainstorming before you fall asleep. Doing this will improve your mood, weight, immunity, and mental health. There is no need for you to do your meal planning or grocery list at bedtime. Number 4, drinking more water is necessary for wellness. According to an article from the Mayo Clinic, for the average man and woman, 3.5 liters and 2.5 liters, respectively, of a liquid is recommended for a temperate climate. About 20% of that total usually comes from food. This amount should be modified based on your health condition, environment, and physical activity. However, for most of us, our water consumption is likely way below these requirements. There's an interesting fact for those of you who are trying to lose weight. Some studies link increased water consumption to weight loss. Increasing water consumption will also improve bowel movements and energy levels, and decrease skin and urinary illnesses. If you're one of those persons who need some flavor in your beverage, just add some fresh fruit or herbs to your water. Here's what I personally did to increase my water consumption. Number 1, I drank water even before I was thirsty. Number 2, I made water a part of my routine. For instance, I would drink a glass of water early in the morning and after trips to the bathroom. Number 3, I bought a large water bottle. In so doing, I tracked my daily consumption and I always had water nearby. Number 4, I swapped soda for water. And number 5, I challenged myself. Remember to speak to your healthcare professional if you have a health condition that limits the amount of water you consume. Also, be mindful of excessive water consumption before bedtime, as this may affect your sleep. Number 5, set up a skincare routine. So I was thinking the other day, isn't it unfortunate that our face is often more prone to scars, acne, and skin damage? This is especially true if we spend a lot of time outside, exposed to sun and pollution. For many of us, it's quite easy for our skin to become a source of insecurity and social anxiety. Therefore, you should put some extra effort into taking care of your skin and keeping it in optimal condition. At the very least, here's what you need. Oh, and this applies to both males and females. So you need a good cleanser, toner, and moisturizer that is suitable for your specific skin type. Also consider exfoliating your skin 2 to 3 times weekly and using an antioxidant serum and eye cream. Another one of my best tips is to buy and use a good sunscreen lotion. The sun causes so much damage to our skin and leads to dehydration and premature aging. Unfortunately, most of us believe that only Caucasians should use sunscreen. The fact is, anyone can get skin cancer. Even though the prevalence is much lower in minority populations, the prognosis is usually worse. Additionally, excessive exposure to the sun can trigger melasma or other forms of hyperpigmentation. Unfortunately, depending on where you're from, you may even be ridiculed for using sunscreen lotions, especially if you have darker skin tone. However, have no shame in taking care of your skin, especially if you live in more tropical regions. Oh, and use sunscreen lotions every day on your children too, before they go to school or participate in any outdoor activity. Teach them to take care of their skin and other physical self-care ideas while they're still young. Number 6. Start a bath ritual. After a tough day out, what better way to relax your muscles than with a nice warm bath? Add the extra touch with some special fragrances and make it a ritual. This will help relieve your stress and worries and make you have a better sleep. In addition, remember not to neglect your hands, feet, and hair. Plus, getting a massage every once in a while certainly won't hurt. While there are benefits to having either hot or cold showers, hot showers should be avoided if you have an active skin condition and if your skin is very dry. According to research, cold showers may be beneficial for soreness, pain relief, and depression. It is also known to improve mood and attention. Further, it likely has a very positive impact on your immune and cardiovascular systems. One study also showed that opting from hot to cold showering also decreased the number of sick days. Number 7. Get regular medical checkups. Always make time to do your regular medical checkups to stay on top of your health. Although the timelines may vary depending on geographical location and overall health, waiting until you're sick to see the doctor is definitely not recommended. Moreover, don't delay your routine screenings even if you don't feel sick. Preventative care and early detection of diseases are essential to increasing your life expectancy and quality of life. You've just discovered the best physical self-care ideas to improve your health. However, a word of warning, just knowing what's required to care for yourself physically isn't going to make you any healthier or happier. That's because the key is that you need to take action on what you've just learned. But before you start taking massive action to improve your health, check out this video where I discuss the habits you must avoid to live a longer, healthier life. Because the sooner you do, the sooner you start reaping the amazing rewards. If you found this video informative, share it with someone you love. Thanks for supporting my channel by liking and subscribing. Together, we'll navigate our way to a healthier, more fulfilled life, one solution at a time.